new vocabulary word. You ready for it?
We look, find the better word. What's it mean? Say aloud the best you ever heard. Write it down, use it in the line. Every word you learn today will help your writing shine.
Good. Okay, thank you for that. The new word. You ready?
Yeah.
The word is migrate. What's the word?
Migrate.
Clap the word.
Migrate.
Show me the syllables. Show it. 2 syllables. Fantastic. No vowel, no word, no vowel, no.
Syllable.
Okay. The word is migrate. Migrate is something that animals do. We're going to focus on birds because we've been reading about birds. They go from one place to the other depending on the season. For example, robins are birds that migrate. So they will travel somewhere warm in the fall so that they're not here for the winter. And then, now in the spring, they will migrate back and they will travel back here, okay? Some birds migrate because they have to, and some birds, you ready for it, don't migrate. That means they stay put. Like jays and cardinals, right? We see them in our bird feeder, right? We've seen them over the winter. We don't see them a lot, but we do see them. So some birds travel someplace warm and some birds don't. They stay here in the winter. All right? I have 2 questions for you. I want you to think about the word travel and I want you to think about the word season when you answer the question, okay? All right. Why do you think some of these birds move to a new place for some parts of the year? They have to. Why do they have to? Why do you think, hold on, some birds move to a new place for some parts of the year? Turn and talk.
Because
Hold on, don't ever start a sentence with and or because. Full sentences, friends. Go ahead.
because they travel to other places, but the thing goes bad, more freezing and everything, and like the plants, the sun get more food, and they go snowy in the winter. The food that they end up freezes, and in the warm, they have food can I try? The food gets too cold for them, so they travel.
Hey, you know what I mean?
It's time to reconvene.
Why do you think some of these birds move to a new place for some parts of the year? What do you think, Rhea?
I think some birds travel, because some seasons are cold and they travel to where it's hot.
They definitely do, but the question is why? Why do we think they do that? Why do we think they do that? Max?
Because they travel to a new place because in the winter normally the food that they eat freezes, but in the summer it doesn't.
We are so close. I don't know that it freezes necessarily, but birds get a lot of their food from trees and plants, right? What happens to trees and plants? Oh, in the winter. What happens to the trees and the plants in the winter? Y'all look like you're gonna pop. Madeline, what happens to birds? To trees and plants in the winter.
They all lose their leaves and their stem.
So there goes their food, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have to travel somewhere warm where things are still
There.
there and blooming. Okay, my next question. For the birds that do stay, what do you think they do to prepare for the cold weather before it gets there, right? If you prepare for something, you have to do it ahead of time. So what do the birds that don't migrate, what do they do to prepare or get ready for the winter? One more turn and talk. Go ahead.
They get
What do they do to prepare? They don't Those birds
Because
go
they're
feathers.
free.
What do they do?
They have a lot of feathers, and I tried to sew those feathers
What do they do to prepare? What do you think they do? Think
They
food.
prepare
travel to somewhere else
for
the
winter
because
because
hard.
they have to like build nests inside trees, inside trees. Maybe finish
What do they do to prepare for that?
Maybe
So they need to keep their babies to store.
maybe.
Hey, you know what I mean?
It's time to read.
What do they do to prepare for the cold? They still have to eat, right? Just like the birds that migrate. Addison, what do you think they do to prepare?
So they get like food and they get food for their babies so they can still survive.
They get food ahead of time. They do. They get food ahead of time and they store it. Fantastic. Did you want to add to that?
They collect like a lot of food in the summer and all that, and they collect a lot, like too much that they can eat. So in the winter they have lots of food so they can eat a lot.
Everybody turn to your partner and say, man, you're smart.
Man, you're smart.
Thank you. Thank you.